Hi, I'm Ephraim Elliott, and you've just been placed on alert. Welcome to the Elliott Alert. My guest today is Mr. Drew Griffin with his organization is Soul Searchers here in Jefferson County. Welcome, Mr. Griffin. How are you, sir?
How you doing, Mr. Elliott? I'm okay.
Good, good. Now, Mr. Griffin, you got to tell me, what is Soul Searchers and how did it come to be?
Soul Searchers is a non-profit organization, and it came to be because, I got fed up, man, and it's too many of us out here losing our lives, man, young brothers and young sisters out here lost to the streets, and ain't nobody really telling them the truth about what's really going on, man, and they living off these rap songs and these movies and not really understanding about the true concept and the true aspects of life, and everybody's dying. And, just try to come out here, man, and just try to let these young folks really know, man, and get a great understanding with them about life.
And now, you said that a lot of these young people are looking to the videos, looking to the movies, looking to all these different things. So do you think that a lot of our youth have a misconcept of how real life is and really wanting to be these TV thugs and stuff like that?
Yes, sir, I would say that's exactly playing a big part of it. Our youth, they're seeing these things that go on in these videos and these movies and listen to these songs, and they're not understanding that that's just entertainment. Mm-hmm. And they're trying to live their life off these songs, these movies, and they're not making it. And, and I'm here to tell them that, what the Soul Searchers bring about is just really actually the truth, not the behind the scenes and all the extra stuff that come along with it. We bring about the truth, just like, I've been shot 14 times, and,
Okay.
I once was a part of the street, but now I've come to, let the people know, the parents and the children know about the streets, and who yet better to tell them about the streets besides someone that's been a part of it. And let them know what really goes on in the streets, and how they really can lose their lives or end up like me, a victim, or should I say now a proud leader trying to bring things together.
Mm-hmm. Now, you said that you were shot 14 times. Is that what happened to you?
Oh, yes, I've been shot in a total of 14 times and all, and that's within a 2-year span.
What?
Yes, and I would say that I have been shot 9 times at one time setting, in a one period setting. Mm. I let the kids know, and they don't, a lot of them, they don't understand. They think that the things they see is just what it really is, and it's really not, and when they see me, they get a glance and they can see what's really going on, besides the things that the videos and the songs don't show you or don't tell you. Real life part of it. And and it's a lot of these kids out here, man, and they're struggling on the home front, and they're going through a lot of things and a lot of situations they're going through, and they're in poverty and with things of that nature, such not really having things to do, and and I really feel them and where they're coming from, and I can understand them, and that's how I can really cope with them and relate to them, and you know what I'm saying?
Right. So you've lived that life. You've been out there. You see some of the stuff that happens behind the scenes in Jefferson County and Pine Bluff. And what you're saying is, it is not what they want.
No.
It is not what they want. So a lot of times these kids look at, as you said, the movies, the TVs, the videos and stuff like that, and they see people toting guns and shooting at people, and some even getting shot. And what they're not realizing is when you get shot, it ain't like you just bounce back up and say, oh, okay then, I've been shot, let me go to the hospital. It's consequences that go along with that. Is that correct?
Oh yes, yes, man. You know, when you get shot up, man, you know it's a whole nother world, man. You know, 'cause like I said, I've been shot 14 times, man.
Mm,
I've been shot all in the face
mm,
and all, you
mm,
know, all in the chest and
mm,
arms and you know, my fingers don't even work. You know,
mm,
my fingers don't even work, man. I had to, you know, when I get on my laptop, I have to use my thumbs and
mm,
you know, things such as that, man, can't get up out the bed on my own. Got to
mm,
get on the machine to get up
mm.
out the bed.
Right.
And man, you know, I'm paralyzed from my chest all the way down, you know,
Mm,
looking at a body that you can't feel. And
mm,
man, it's just a lot of things that come with it, man,
right.
that they just don't talk about, you know.
Right.
It's different, you know, just can't even get in a car.
Right.
You know, just
Mm,
can't take that ride in a
mm,
car or you know, get up and go to the refrigerator,
right.
or
Right.
you know, do things such as that you're used to doing on your own that'll make you
Right.
appreciate the real aspects, the values of life. You
Right.
know.
Well, we're gonna go to a break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk more in reference to what happened, and then why did you come up with this concept of soul searching, and how is it affecting the community? So we'll be right back.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on the sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
They say that when you're facing extreme danger, your life flashes before you. If you think that's sad, consider facing it before you even have enough life to flash before your eyes. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Deaths and injuries can be prevented by using the right car seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to know what is appropriate for each age and size.
Welcome back to the Elliott Alert. Again, my guest today is Drew Griffin, CEO of Soul Searchers here in Jefferson County. Thanks again, Drew, for coming. Now, when we left the first segment, we were talking about some of the things that had happened to you personally and how what you're doing is taking that situation and mentoring and talking to the kids about what had happened to you so that they won't have to go through similar things. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you know, can you tell me, in reference to Soul Searcher, how do you kind of bring those things together? Does Soul Searcher, as a Soul Searcher, do you actually go out and talk to the kids about what happened to you?
Oh yes, we go out into as soul searchers. We go out into the community, and you know we have home meetings with parents and their children, and we go out into the schools. We've been to Jack Roby. We've been over there and things such as that nature and talk to some kids. We go out into Jack Jones Juvenile Detention Center. Matter of fact, we go back there tomorrow, and you know, and keep with those youths there. And we're going to churches and just wherever we're needed, we feel that we need it, we're trying to go. You know, and by me being in my condition, you know, I just can't get up and go. But
Right.
you know, hey man, much as I can do, I do it, man. And much as we can do, we do it, man. And we go out, man, and we really make a difference. We're not just sitting around in a closed room and just seeing things. You know, we really out here active and making things happen, man.
And you know what? That's very admirable of you as well, because you're not just sitting back and saying, okay, this has happened to me. I'm upset with the world, or, you know, what you're saying is it happened to me, and guess what? I want to make sure that it doesn't happen to anybody else, because I'm gonna let the kids know, you know, you don't have to go through here. And it's plenty of people who are not in your position and able, well, and who still don't go out and help mentor and talk to the kids. So, you know, that's very admirable that you, even in your condition, say, okay, I'm gonna take the time. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna talk to kids, because we all have a vested interest in this community. And if our kids, who are the future, don't respond right, then that means that our future isn't gonna respond right. Is that correct?
You're very correct.
And you know, some of the things that you guys are doing, I know one time, and I was pleased to be a part of it, you guys had a program at a church. It was a candlelight visual. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, what that was is that we reached out into the community, and you know, it was a lot of people that lost their lives to the street. And you know, and my little sister to be one of those who lost her life to the street, to Charlotte Bannister, and you know, and these parents, they go through so much, and there's so much hurt, and there's so much pain that people are not seeing. You know, people having to look at pictures of a child that they once had, and you know, when these holidays come around, you know, they not being able to see their child, and they're tired and they're sick, and then, you know, so we had a candlelight visual, and we dedicated to the ones that lost their lives, and invited the community out, man. And it was just for showing respects to those who didn't make it out here, and you know, man, it was a real nice thing, and you know, what we try to do is really just show the community that you are not alone.
Right.
The soul searchers are here with you during your time of need.
And that's a good thing, because a lot of times people don't have that person or that organization behind them who can relate to them. You know, we have a lot of things going on in Jefferson County in reference to our youth, and when I say a lot of things, let me reiterate, we don't have enough stuff going on to keep our youth busy so that they won't be in trouble. But see, what you're doing is you're going out and saying, look, y'all better find something productive to get into. You better find some kind of organization to get into, to do something, because if you don't, evil and other stuff is out there to get your attention. And not a lot of people are talking about, you know, some of the bad things that they got to get into, or they have an opportunity to get into. They're looking at the TV and other stuff, and they're glorifying that foolishness. And what you're saying is, look, at some point, I was a part of them glorifying that foolishness, but I'm here to tell you, it's not what it's kicked out to be. Is that correct?
That's very correct. That's very correct. And then in the light of all the things, you know, just to let the youth know, you know, hey, the streets is really not what you want. It seems in certain ways that it's what's going on, it's what's hip, it's what's happening, and it's what's down. But I'm here to tell you, 14 shots later, the streets is not what you want.
And that's very powerful. Now, we're going to go on break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the Soul Searchers. So we'll be right back.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all working with United Way for a million little reasons. The kids of our communities, to ensure their academic success all the way to graduation day. You see, it takes about 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a kid becoming one or the other could be a professional athlete, or it could be you. Studies showed the earlier we get to kids, the better their chances. So become a United Way volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, and make a difference in the life of a child, for the life of that child.
Give. Advocate. Volunteer.
Live United. Join your favorite NFL players. Take the pledge. Go to unitedway.org.
Welcome back to the Elliott Alert. My guest today is Mr. Drew Griffin with Soul Searchers, and he was just telling us before we went on break some things in reference to our community and our kids. And Mr. Griffin, can you tell me, when you developed Soul Search, what was your goal to do here in Jefferson County?
My goal here in Jefferson County is to bring the kids, bring our youth together, bring things for them to do together, instead of having them or allowing them to see the falsehoods of
the streets.
The Soul Searcher, we want to bring them together and cut down the violence.
Okay.
But see, if they have nothing to do, then, they're certain to end up doing anything. But so our goal is to try to reach out into the community and find things to do. And really reach in and be hands-on and help save our youth, because without our youth, we have no future.
Man, you hit the nail on the head. Without our youth, there is no future. So what you're trying to say is, look, Soul Searchers is out here to help problem solve, but in a realistic way. We know that, that youth have conflict, that youth have issues and different things, but Soul Searchers is actually going out there and saying, okay, this is how we would like y'all to address the issue in a communication, non-violent way. And by doing that, we teach our community and our kids how to problem solve, and we teach them how to get along better, because like you said, without them in the next 5 to 10 years, there is no Pine Bluff, there is no Jefferson County, unless they put back in what we've tried to give them, or unless they've come together to run Jefferson County or the area. I mean, if they don't do that, then we don't have anything. Is that right?
That's right.
So we want to make sure that people help with Soul Searcher. Now, if somebody said, look, I've seen the interview and I want to be a part of Soul Searchers, how do they be a part of Soul Searchers?
You can be a part of the Soul Searchers by contacting us at 870-329-5046. Or we have our email is soulsearchersorganization@gmail.com.
Okay. Now, I've checked you out on Facebook too. Now I see pictures of all the Soul Searchers and different people off on Soul Searching and some of the stuff that you guys done. Like I saw when you guys went to the Juvenile Detention Center to talk to the youth over at Juvenile Detention Center. So is there a Facebook page that somebody could say, look, I just want to check Soul Searchers out and see what's really going on? Do you guys have a Facebook page?
Yes, we have 2 Facebook pages. One of them is You can look up Mr. Soul Searcher, and that's one of our Facebook pages. And the other Facebook page is Soul Searchers Organization.
Mm-hmm. So people can actually see what you guys are doing via Facebook too.
Oh yes, you can go right on our Facebook pages, and you can see events and things that we're doing or have done, or things such as that nature, advice, and all type of things.
So if a youth have, let's say, an issue, and they say, well, I can't turn to nobody understand, they can go on Facebook and communicate with you and communicate back and forth to get some good and decent advice. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Now, if somebody actually wanted for you to go out and talk to their church, their community organization, if they wanted to go out and talk to you, how would they get in contact with you?
They just give us a call at that number, that 870-329-5046.
Okay, and that's how they would contact you so that you can come out and talk to them.
Yes.
Now, I got to ask you, do you enjoy what you do, Drew?
Yes, see, I enjoy what I do because it gives me like energy to want to help, because I enjoy helping, and I enjoy seeing the outcome of these youth, and that they're making a better wave and breaking better grounds for our community and for our city and for our families, and bringing about a smile and not a hardship. Mm-hmm. Because I know that it is a better way, and I enjoy enriching these kids and enlightening them about a better way.
Mm. And you're right, there is a better way, and I want to thank you for taking the time to work with our kids and come out and help them and mentor them, because a lot of times, a person like myself may not be able to get through to them, but you've lived the life and you've seen it, so you know exactly where they're coming from.
Exactly, I've been there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just want to thank you again for coming on the Elliott Alert, and I just want to let you know you've just been placed on alert.
Thank you.